Well, I'm excited to get that game over with. I mean, that game has scared me since Saturday night when you start thinking about it. They're getting better and better, and they gave us all. That big McRae is going to be a great player in this league. As a freshman. We did a pretty good job on him tonight, but we gave up some threes trying to do it, and they're the best three-point shooting team in the league. And when you shoot the three like that and have a big guy like that, you got to pick your battles a little bit. And I thought our guys really played hard, and I knew it was a game. Yeah, senior night is terrible for a coach. I've done 30-some of them, and every year it's emotional. Every year it's tough to for all of us to just keep all that in check and play. And we're down 6-8-0 or something, and the start of both halves were very trying too hardish, and yet it's a group that battled through it and got some flow. And obviously Edon Maksumi came in and really gave us a lift, and Book twisted his ankle and was playing on one ankle and wasn't real mobile, and yet was mobile enough to stand around that three-point line and hit a couple big ones too. So, I thought defensively, obviously they hit a couple threes, but we did a pretty good job of guarding. 57 points is a good number. Well, we keep teams under 60. We think we got a good chance to win. We're leading the league in scoring, and so that was one of our lower scoring games of the year. But it was a defense. They create that with their tempo, and I'm glad we got through it. I'm glad our seniors got to leave here on a win. And as I said, Riverside's getting better, so are we, and we're playing good basketball at the right time. And it's funny, when I saw the schedule and I knew I didn't like the first bye and the last bye because it was 8 straight weeks of 2 games in a row. And now we finally get some time off, and you don't want it. We want to, we're in a good rhythm. You want to play. So, but we can't do anything about that. And they're going to get their first weekend off since Christmas, and hopefully Monday they'll come back, and I know they'll be excited. But hopefully we won't lose any timing, and we'll go play well in the tournament.
Coach, what has this 5-game winning streak taught you or told you about your team that you didn't know in the middle of January?
I think in January we always knew we were a good enough team physically, but what I didn't know is that we would grow mentally. And I really think even tonight we grew from Saturday when we had a 19-point lead, and got kind of, we call it thirsty, and started looking for our own stuff a little bit, and all of a sudden a 19-point lead and it's 9. And today, it was, guys just kept doing their jobs, and mentally, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, a second half burst like that. I mean, in that 6-game streak where we lost games, very similar situations where we start the second half and a team makes a run on us, and we don't have the composure, the mental toughness to stay the course and keep playing. And so I think that's where we've developed as a team, the trust and just the mental toughness, because that was a mental tough game there. I mean, down early, then we take control, then, they come back and hit 3 threes to start the second half. Now we're down again, and our guys stayed the course. I thought we did a great job in the zone. Obviously, against a three-point shooting team, it's dangerous, but it's a different rhythm shot. It's a different three than it is against man. But what the key is we really rebounded the ball well the second half in the zone. And the first half, they had 9 points or 12 points or something like that off out of 25 off the offensive rebound. In the second half, I felt like we kept them. I think they only had 1 or 2 baskets off of second chance points. So. A lot of good things, but the best thing is these seniors will remember for the rest of their lives that last game, putting that uniform on and getting a win.
Coach, in the beginning, you guys, first half, I mean, do you think you guys were kind of playing down to their level, or what was the difference from the first and second? Yeah.
Well, I think they're a really good defensive team, and we were battling them, I mean. we didn't get a lot of shots, but 30 to 25 at half. I mean, I told them at half, keep them another 25, and we'll be fine. All right, just keep doing your jobs. We always end up, somebody's going to break this game open for us. We'll hit shots the second half. We always do. And Edon had a great flow at half. He had 7 points in 7 minutes, and we went to him early. And he got, besides the one heat check, I mean, everything was right on par. And they're trying to zone you, and you got Alberts on one wing and him in the other, and BA hitting shots from the perimeter. It left a lot of room for the inside guys, and those guys found each other. So I didn't think we played down. I think those are games, especially with the motion of senior night, you just got to stay the course in the first half.
Dan, what were the emotions like as you're taking Booker and the rest of the senior class out for the last time in the pyramid?
It's always hard. I mean, this is a great group, and 2 years ago when we had 4 or 5 guys leave the program, and we ran out in April and found Deshaun and Brian Alberts and KJ Byers and Edon Masumi. Those are 4 very good players that came in here and helped solidify the program back. And then guys like Mason and Timmy could have went anywhere in the country. He graduated, staying the course and staying here and being loyal to the program and to me and to his teammates. I know that seems weird, but in this day and age, that loyalty is championed. It's not, that's not the norm anymore. It's like, go try something else. And these guys Mason, Tim have stayed the course here, and I love them. And that's what I told them all when I left. And they're always, once somebody's in your family, it doesn't matter, if it's your basketball family or your real family. I mean, there becomes a bond there that, and I got a senior in high school that's going to be leaving the house. I'm dreading that, just like I'm dreading these guys leaving. It's not good. I had a priest that used to sit on the bench at the end of the bench. He never said goodbye. He always said to be continued. And I think that's a good thing. These guys are ready to go out in the world, and I think they're better men than they were. The school has done a great job academically and as people to help them, and they're ready for it. But you never, it's not easy. I'm gonna miss them.
Just house cleaning stuff. You guys okay injury-wise? Deshaun looked like the only guy.
Yeah, he said it's gonna. He needs a couple days, but that's fine because we're gonna take a couple days. Yeah. Like I said, we're gonna take tomorrow off, and we'll probably if it depends on how he feels, but he won't go up and down on Friday, and then hopefully Monday he'll be back ready to go. He just rolled it. He said it was just stiff more than anything. I think they taped it real tight. But he got mad at me when I took him out, but he always gets mad at me when he takes him out. He's the only. I said, LeBron and Kobe don't play as many minutes as you, but yeah,
they don't
but
take as many free throws either.
Yeah, but they took a lot, but he wasn't moving well on it, and again, this game was important, but not as important as the games next week. So I think in that regard, it's a nice time to have a bye, because he's going to get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and hopefully be ready to go.
Any update on KJ Byers or his availability for the tournament?
We're hopeful to have him back. It's he's got some things he's got to do to get reinstated, but
it's possible for him to be back.
Possible for him to play, yeah.
And then finally, you always say it's up to 3 nights in Honda Center in March. Here they come. Do you feel ready?
I do. I mean, I think, but I felt like we were playing our best basketball last year, and we're out in the first round for the first time in 7 or 8 years. So, it's that's what makes it March Madness. That's what everybody loves about it. Coaches don't, but as a fan, you don't know. We got to go play 40 minutes and against, we're going to be seated somewhere down there where we got to play a good team, but we beat all the good teams too. And I think the only 2 teams that we didn't beat were Fullerton, who we lost by a combined 4 points, I think, and Hawaii. So I like I like where we're at, and I'm definitely ready, and I think these guys are excited. This is probably the earliest in a lot of years we've been out of the race. So this tournament's been what we've been aiming for almost a month probably, and we're due. I mean, we've been on the other end of it, like Irvine, and had all that pressure that they have on them to do it, and they're playing great basketball and all that. But what did we lose to them by? We beat them by 6 or 8, and then there was a controversial no call, or we could have swept them. So we're not afraid of anybody, but we respect them all and know that it could be like last year and 1 and out if we're not ready. But I think we're going to be ready and play well, and that's why you come. That's why you play Division I, to get to the NCAA tournament. And I know Timmy and Mace have been here 4 and 5 years, and we're gonna go in there and fight. Somebody's gonna have to take us out. We're not going out easy. Well, you guys come on in.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for Timadara Youssef and Mason Riggins.
Wow, you're dressed up, Mace. I've never seen you look so good. Huh? Mom's in town, so they all, it's like, guys, I don't have to be the parent right now. They all got their mom and the people here to take that burden off me.
Temadayo, Mason, what does it mean to you to go out with a win in your final game at the Pyramid?
I mean, it means everything, we obviously want to win every game, and for it to be our last home game as players at Long Beach State, means everything to go out with a win, especially the way we did. It was a real team effort.
It means everything. We'll definitely remember this for the rest of our lives, going out with a win, a good win. So, yeah, it means everything.
Guys, what's been the difference in this 5-game winning streak from the team that, looked like it was really struggling at the beginning of February?
I think we're just focusing on doing our jobs, like our jobs rebounding, just playing defense, running the offense, just doing our job, focusing on winning the game.
Mason or Temi, using this winning streak heading into the Big West tournament, how high is your guys' confidence heading into that? And are you guys going in with the mindset that you guys can take out any team?
Yeah, we've known that all league play that we're better than how we played at the beginning of the league. So our confidence is high right now. We know that we could pretty much beat every team that's in the league, and like Coach has been preaching to us all year, the best team is usually the team that's having the best flow, the best rhythm going into the Big West tournament. So we realize we got that right now, and our confidence is pretty high.
Both of you guys have played multiple games in this tournament coming up. What's the key? What do you have to do at Honda Center to be successful?
Be consistent and, just have a refuse to lose attitude. I mean, it's one game and you're gone. We realize that. And we had to put that into action and play every game and play every possession like it's our last, because we know it could be our last game as a group, and we don't want that right now. We want to keep going.
All right, thank you guys.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
Work on our free